How's it going, guys? Pam for Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 11, Episode 19 of The Walking Dead. This episode is titled Variant. But yeah, last episode, shit hit the fan. Specifically for Sebastian Milton. That motherfucker is dead. Justice for Rick in the comics. And the reason Sebastian got bit in the first place was technically Eugene, because Eugene pushed the walker on him, but it was mainly Lance's fault because he tried to cause some chaos in the Commonwealth, and it definitely backfired. I wonder if Pamela's going to know he was behind it. Maybe. And the reason Lance was scheming was because he was sent to prison after taking a massive L at the hands of Davil and Co. Lance should have died there, or Davil, or the group. They were in the sewers, and then at the last second, Mercer and all them managed to find them. How? I don't know. They travelled miles just to get there right on time. It's very convenient, and it's very rushed and poorly done, but whatever. I assume what's going to happen is Eugene is going to be on the run. Most of the group are going to have to hide from Pamela because she's going to want vengeance for her son. I don't know if she'll find out that Lance was behind the Walker attack. And we also have a group going out on a nice trip to Oceanside, which includes Lydia, Aaron, Jerry, and Elijah. A very weird group to go out on a run. Just saying. And based off the trailer, it seems that this group is going to be the ones that encounter the variant walkers. So I'm worried. It's a very weird group to go out, and they're dealing with variants. Uh-oh. So yeah, I'm super excited to see what they do with the variants and how the group react to it, and maybe a massive death. I mean, why not? Fuck it, make the walkers threatening again and then let them tear apart one of the survivors that we love. And we also had Judith pulling a Carl and not staying in the house. She didn't want to use Rick's gun. Eventually, by the end of the episode, she did. She killed the walker that bit Sebastian. And there was an invincible Easter egg. It wasn't really much of an Easter egg because it was right in our face, but still, RJ was reading invincible. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that basically wraps it up. So let's stop dilly-dallying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode. Eugene episode.
We've all done things to still be here.
I'm not a scientist.
People die.
Gets knocked the fuck out. They showed that. Oh, we're picking up straight from last episode. That's not her. You're the one who killed Sebastian, motherfucker. Everyone killed Sebastian. Nobody saved him. He was going to kill Max, or he tried to kill Max. What? Plus, nobody saw that walker, Eugene, hit that walker off of Max into Sebastian. I don't think anyone saw that. Everyone just saw Sebastian on the ground, struggling, right? There he is. The theme picks up when Rick shows up. Is that a hint? And he has to show up. If it's not in the final episode, it has to be in an after credit scene. Oh my god, that logo. What the fuck? People are gonna die, dude. Well, he's dead, so that makes sense.
No.
Is he gonna keep him alive? Why? It takes longer for them to turn when they're dead, right, I think.
Family's a complicated thing, but you know that. Your sister was loyal to me for over a decade.
Oh.
I need an example.
How have
Someone to
Eugene?
remind these people that actions have consequences. He could stand as the example to all.
That could be interesting, though, because wouldn't there be a trial, maybe?
The targets are new immigrants from the Virginia communities of Riverbend, Hilltop, and Alexandria.
Riverbend? Negan? Where's Negan? And Maggie and Judith and all them? Are we going to find out what happens at Oceanside this episode? We fucking better. Oh, there's variants. Probably.
Hunker down, make camp, wait it out. Off-roading with the wagon seems kind of risky. Happy to treat you all to my famous fettuccine content.
Jerry, shut the fuck up.
You need to get these supplies to Oceanside. Make sure they're okay.
I guess they don't know that they took over Alexandria and that. Oh, there's Elijah's mask. See, are people going to think that's a whisperer? At first, I know what it is, but I feel like most people will be like, that's a whisperer. If they did the variant walkers earlier, though, I feel like the whisperers wouldn't have worked as well. I mean, technically they did the variants in Season 1, technically.
You verify the information to be true. You seriously doing this?
Yeah.
So you don't know me, I don't know you, we're strangers, huh?
Who's watching? Someone must be watching.
You were with Eugene. Several witnesses saw you together.
We were, about a half hour before it happened.
Have you seen him since?
No,
You sure?
totally.
Daryl's seen him.
I'll call you if I see him.
I respect you. Even if in this moment you don't respect me. Tell Eugene to turn himself in. If he or you and your people make this harder than it has to be.
It's gonna get bloody.
For all of you.
That armor's kind of useless. Like, there's gaps in it for you to get shot. I mean, to be fair, if you leave your head exposed, you're fucked anyway. So where's, like, Cavill and all them? Wait, they're in the church? How the fuck did he teleport her?
It's me.
Oh, she knows they're here. Where's Gabe? You're in his church.
Hey, how you holding up?
Where's Gabe? What the fuck?
Reckon better than I deserve. My actions have put you both in extremely compromised situations. I cannot leave without my beloved. I need to go find her.
Eugene,
I cannot. I will not leave without her.
You stay here, I will go look for Max.
but then what? Like, they're just gonna follow you back?
Anyone providing information on the whereabouts of
Shit.
this individual will receive a generous reward.
But yeah, like, where's Gabe? That's what pisses me off about Walking Dead. Like, one episode they have all the cast in, the next episode they don't. How did... God damn it, Jerry, dude. Yeah, you'll be fine, you'll be fine.
Ah, it's my knee.
Yeah, I can see that.
Looks like it has walls. We gotta go on foot.
Oh. Whoa, that was an interesting fucking shot. What? Uh-oh. Aaron's turning into fucking Morgan. This is an interesting location. Why have we not seen anything like this before? Hey. You need to behave, the pair of you. One of them are dead. Oh. That's awkward.
Kingdom 2.0, yeah.
Maybe.
It'll be dark soon. I'll take first watch so you can get some rest.
He's not had that, like, metal arm in a while. He's always just had the spike, like, ball thing, right? Yeah, this feels too happy right now. Then you go to this, like, what the fuck is she cleaning the blood? He's dead! What if he turns now and just bites her? Do it. She's gonna lose her mind, isn't she? I feel like.
After all our sacrifice.
That fuck, dude. That makeup's great.
At least we don't have to disappoint each other anymore.
Did it bite him on, like, the cheek, too? So why is she letting him turn, exactly?
Take care of it.
Oh, so I guess she's not doing anything.
Milton's son is dead and she wants Eugene for it.
If they catch him, he's dead.
Yep.
How can you be good with that? He didn't know any of this was gonna happen.
But it did. You can't change that. He'll get a trial.
A fair one?
Oh, that could be interesting. Because if he has a trial, that means Yumiko could step up, similar to Michonne in the comics, right?
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh, is Princess gonna leave him? This is such an interesting location. Like, what is it? Like a yeah, it's a Renaissance.
Everything good with you two?
There was a moment brought back memories of Henry.
Is he gonna bring up Eric or Jesus? Because they're doing a lot of callbacks.
Used to be married once.
Oh,
Yeah, Eric and I, we met in D.C. He asked me out that night, and I said no. But eventually I said yes. And our time together, those years in Alexandria, was the happiest moments of my life.
and then he died. And then he turned, and you never put him down. So he's still out there. What if he's one of the variant walkers? Oh, this is the shot. Oh, shit. She's being extremely stealthy right now. Oh, well, that didn't help out things. Did none of them soldiers see Rosita do that?
Sign it.
And what? Say Eugene was behind it all? Because I couldn't stand being a part of something so rotten.
The rotten corp.
They're gonna execute you for treason. I'm trying to save you.
I'm trying to save this place.
What's more important? One life or many? That was Negan's whole thing. You kill one to save the many.
I think he would have been ashamed of you.
That's gonna hurt. Eugene, what the fuck are you doing?
Trying to get yourself caught?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what?
Tired of standing on the proverbial sidelines.
Oh.
No need for this to get ugly.
Oh, fuck off, Eugene. You would get your ass handed to you. Fuck off. What is he doing?
Go ahead.
Oh.
You're not trying to stop me.
Nope.
You ain't going.
Because I'm a coward. The only way I bucked natural selection was my penchant for prevarication. Means lying.
I figured.
Do you think people are born brave? Or do they become it?
Both.
Yeah.
Cheryl and the others are working to smuggle him out.
Okay. Okay. We'll meet up with him. You, me, Yumiko.
Ezekiel's not gonna go though, is he?
Princess, you know I'm not leaving.
Crazy shit is happening, man.
All the more reason to stay.
Maybe this place looks all nice and wants us to think they're cool, but really, underneath, it sucks.
You think this Mercer's a good man?
I mean, he's conflicted. Uh-oh, Lance. There's a scene from the trailer. Why is he in... Where the fuck is he? How's he got here? Why didn't they put him here in the first place? Also, why was there no guards last episode guarding his cell?
Thank you for coming. I hoped you would.
Oh, scene from the trailer.
Your people murdered 8 workers, turning them to rotters, and released them on the...
Look, I took a gamble, and yes, it didn't go the way I thought.
What the fuck is happening? Why does she keep doing this to him? He loves it. What is happening? What?
Alexandria, it all started with them, the descent, the chaos.
So then what do we do with you?
I mean, let me out.
Do we do it your way?
What is she doing? Okay. Oh, the coin. I thought she was doing something else then.
If you win, you get to live.
What if she just put it, like, in her back pocket? I mean, they're not going to kill Lance. I don't know. I wouldn't be satisfied if she killed him. Oof. You're going to live, but your life will be agony. Wait, what the fuck? Look at what you've done. That was weird. Oh. His assassins are dead. What about the other one?
Feed my satellites.
What the fuck? So she's keeping Sebastian alive? That's the sanctuary, dude. When Davil was in them rooms and he was going through the corridors and stuff, like, that's the sanctuary. V using sets. God damn it.
I gotta get out of here. Eugene's gonna die here.
I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen.
But not everything.
It could be a lot worse.
Don't say that.
Well, am I wrong?
That bailed when I was 9. Mom remarried, start acting like they're my dad, you know? And my mom, just like, lets it happen. Now, you dad and you bro start tying me up.
What the fuck?
I piss myself sometimes. Juanita, there's a roof over your head. Juanita, the bills are paid. But you know what? Fuck that thinking.
She got an F-bomb! What the fuck? I got an F-bomb too, I guess. That's 4 F-bombs. This season.
I gotta go. When I see a man, I see a monster. But I know that's not you. I just want you to know that.
He's not said anything. Like, he doesn't know what to say. Wait, that walker must be in now for a while. It started climbing the fence ages ago.
Probably just a win.
Are you an NPC, Alan? When you get caught in a game? And it's like, it's probably just the wind. Ah. Wait, how's there multiple of them? Also, this music's interesting. That's a variant. Who's dying, dude? Someone's gotta die. My man, Jerry. My man. Season 1. It's not Whisperers. It's something else. Something much worse. Can it climb though? It'll be able to climb up. It's gonna climb up, isn't it?
Tank walkers on this side. I'll go back down. We can work together, separate the Whispers from the rest of the group.
He still thinks it's Whispers. Jerry! 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 It's not a Whisperer. Yep. Yeah. Oh. Well, that's nice. There's a face. Oh, that. I thought that was Daryl that was picking that up in the trailer.
Roamers, lurkers. We've all seen some that come back to the places that they remember. Heard stories about walkers like this that can climb walls and open doors. Maybe there's other kinds too.
Oh, running ones. Really? That was it for the variant walker thing? Like, just one? I mean, the episode is called Variant, not Variants. Oh!
Feels more like this place was built for King Jerry.
Oh!
I like the sound of that.
So just one variant walker? I mean, to be fair, it did quite a bit, I guess. Like, it let a herd in. How would it know to open the gate for the walkers, though? That's so interesting.
It was too late. She's already in police custody. I'm sorry, Eugene.
He's gonna hand himself in.
It's time I bid you adieu.
So take it everyone else is just chilling in Commonwealth, like Negan, Maggie, RJ, Judith.
Well, what kind of man would I be if I didn't try?
One that's alive. If you stay here, they will kill you.
I also know if I leave now, there won't be any kind of life worth living. It's gonna be okay.
It's not.
I mean, he'll be fine. He'll get out. They won't kill him.
I'd like for you to give something to Coco for me.
Maybe they will. He's just walking straight in.
My name is Eugene Porter, and I'm here to confess. I confess to causing the unintentional death of Mr. Milton in the melee that followed. I acted alone. Maxine Mercer may have been present, but had nothing to do with any of it.
So he's going to be put on trial then. They won't kill him. There's a shot from the trailer. He's going to be put on trial, right? And Yumiko's going to have to help him. Speaking of Yumiko, where's her brother? Tommy. Not seen him in a while. Why is it cut back to Rosita? Also, Shiv is still out there, right? Oh, shit. Who the fuck are these guys? That's got to be Lance's people, right? Or not?
Tell us where our friends are, or you're dead.
I'll show you. No matter.
Using Lance against them?
This is not the end.
I mean, it is the end, Eugene. We're coming up to the final few episodes. A part of me feels a little underwhelmed by that, just in terms of, like, the variant stuff. Like, is that it? Just one? Sure, it did some major damage, I guess, with the herd and shit, but, like, I would have preferred if a character died. You know what I mean? But I guess this could be, like, a calm before the storm situation. Like, right now, it's a tease of what's to come. Like, the variants are going to be a bit more heavy later on in the season, maybe. If they don't do anything with the variant stuff and just say, like, oh, the variants are here and they're out there, so you've always got to be wary whether or not, like, one's a variant or one's just a normal walker, right? And maybe a whisper. You never know, there could be some more out there. It does kind of annoy me that the variant stuff is just thrown in towards the end of the show. I get it, they've got to set up the spin-offs and all that, but it's slightly annoying. Like, if the show was going to have, like, a season 12 or a season 13, I think it would be fine. Like, tease the variants, and then in season 12 or 13, you go a bit more ham with them, you know? You know, we do have the walkers from season 1 that felt like variants, right? You know, Morgan's wife, she tried to open the door. The one that, like, stared down Vic in Atlanta. The little girl that picked up the teddy bear. The one that climbed the fence in Atlanta. You know? So, it makes sense. It works for continuity, kind of, but not really, because the walkers didn't show up in season 2 to now, you know? So it's a little bit annoying, but I think it's fine. But, you know, Aaron did say that he's heard stories about walkers that can climb walls and open doors, and even, you know, stories about walkers going back to places they remember. But, you know, that walker this episode, the variant walker, it heard them from, like, I don't know, like 100, 200 meters away, right? I mean, to be fair, Jerry was talking pretty loudly, but it heard them. It climbed the fence. It opened the gate to let more walkers in. And then it must have led the herd there, because why would it... It must have. I also feel like the characters would have heard the walkers approaching from a bit further away. But, I mean, it's just standard Walking Dead, isn't it? Like, characters can't hear walkers that are right behind them when you definitely would. I was kind of hoping that they would kill a character off this episode. I was kind of looking forward to this episode just for, like, the variant shit, and then maybe it'll kill a character off. It almost killed Jerry, but it was so consistent with the things it did. Like, it climbed the fence so easily. It grabbed Lydia's staff. And obviously, I mean, it got stabbed, but, I mean, it's not going to hurt it unless you stab it in the head. It climbs the wall. But it makes it harder now. Because what if it does start dodging? What if they do start sprinting? I mean, we've seen that one in World Beyond where it kind of, like, slightly jogged. And some of the walkers in Season 1 were pretty fucking fast. So, I don't know. I'm curious how the variants work. I wonder if, like, Sebastian might be a variant in some kind of way. Or Pamela knows of the variants. That's why she's keeping Sebastian alive. I mean, it would make sense. I remember in the 11C trailer, like, you had a lot of people, like, running down a road, right? And then Ezekiel screams, "Fall back!" And it's like you can hear a horde approaching. What if that horde's variants? Like a herd of variants. That could be... That means a lot of people will die. I do feel like this group that's out on the Oceanside run, right? I don't think they're going to make it back. Because we don't know what's happened to Oceanside. We still don't. I mean, we're 3 episodes into the third half, and we still don't know what happened to them. It's either they died or they didn't. It is frustrating that we still don't know about Oceanside, because apply that to the Season 6 cliffhanger. And we didn't find out what happened in the lineup until episode 3 or 4 of Season 7. That's exactly how I feel right now. Like, come on, dude, just show us what happened, tell us. Like, even through dialogue, just let Lance hint at it. I mean, we do know they take Alexandria back. Whether that's next episode or the episode after, I don't know. They've got to do a lot in, what, 5 episodes? So we've got to rescue our people from the Commonwealth, get everyone out there, have Eugene on trial. That might be next episode, who knows? Then episode 21, like, potentially, I think that's called Outpost 22, which I think is Alexandria, so that might be taking back Alexandria. We've got to find out what happened to Oceanside. Where the fuck's Virgil? Where the fuck's Dog, you know? Potential future variant shit. Set up the spin-off with Daryl. Maybe even the one with Maggie and Negan. Hint at Vic. Show Vic in, like, an after-credit scene or something like that. Take care of the Commonwealth shit, Pamela and Lance, and then, like, a time skip. Like, there's a lot to happen in 5 episodes. The thing that annoys me the most about The Walking Dead, though, is, I said it earlier in the reaction, like, most of the cast, let's say they were in last episode, right? Most of the cast were in last episode, but this episode, like, nobody's in it. It's annoying. Like, you had Eugene, Princess, Mercer, Rosita, Daryl. Like, last episode we had Eugene, Rosita. Did we have Rosita last episode? No, yeah, we did, because we had that scene with Gabriel, right? Gabriel, Aaron, Lydia, Elijah, Jerry, Maggie, Carol, Negan, Annie. Like, we had all them characters in the episode, and then this episode only has a few. It makes it very obvious that the show doesn't know what to do with a lot of the characters. Like, there's too many characters for the show to handle, it feels like. Which is definitely the case, because, like, Virgil. Where the fuck's Virgil? Where the fuck's Dog? Where's, Luke, you know? Like, they haven't talked about Luke at all. Like, if they had a little bit of dialogue saying that Luke's staying at Oceanside or something like that early on in the season, I would have been fine with that. But they never brought it up. And same thing with Virgil. Like, Virgil's recovering. Like, we haven't seen Virgil in a while. Like, where is he? Or Connie or Kelly. Like, where the fuck are they? Especially during this. Like, that... Hang on a minute. That would make perfect sense. Like, Connie and Kelly seeing what happened with Sebastian. Like, that'd be a story right there for them. Like, where were they? And Magna and Yumiko this episode. See, it's a problem with The Walking Dead, dude. Either it's the budget, the writers not knowing what to do with the characters, or it could be like an actor schedule thing. Like, in their contract, they only have to do a minimum amount of episodes, maybe. The Pamela shit is weird. I don't know what her deal is. Like, I don't know if she's just batshit crazy, or she really is playing a game of chess. But the fact that she's getting Lance to feed Sebastian to his assassin's corpse, or the worker's corpse. But that's only Calhoun. Where's Shearer? I also kind of hate that the only two workers are Shearer and Calhoun. Wasn't there more of them? No, I don't think they'll kill Lance. If they're going to kill Lance, it might be next episode. Like, they're going to free their people and then take out Lance. How Carol gets Lance out of that prison, I don't know. And that's a problem. Yet again, continuity. Right? Last episode, Eugene and Max went to Lance. But this episode, he's in like a proper contained area with guards. Like, what the fuck? Where were the guards last episode? I do kind of hate that the variant stuff was all shown in the trailers. Like, it turning in the herd, it climbing the fence. I think they showed it picking up the rock in the trailer for this episode. I'm not too sure, maybe. So, it did kind of ruin it a little bit, because they made it seem like it was something bigger than what it was. Like, if this is it for the variant shit, then what was the point? You know? Just to tease, like, what's coming in the spin-offs, I guess? I don't know. But you've already done that with World Beyond. It does suck the show's ending, too, though. Like, I'd love to see, like, how all the other characters would react to a Walker doing that. You know, not just a small group of people, like, 2 people, like, realising, like, oh, that's a Walker. You know, I want Carol to see it. I want that. Well, Daryl will more than likely see it, because he's going to be in the France spin-off, which is where the Walkers, like, sprint. So, or not sprint, but like jog a little bit. So, I mean, Daryl will definitely see it. I want Eugene to see it, because that would be interesting. He even talked about that when the Whisperers showed up. Like, they could be evolving, but if they were evolving, it's going to cause issues, you know. Like, you're saying things like that in Season 9, Episode 8, and then it turned out to be the Whisperers. But maybe eventually they could start talking. I don't know, though. What if one of them could jump? I mean, if they can climb, they can jump, right? Surely. It's just weird that it grabbed the staff. Like, it knew. How did it know to stop her from doing that? Like, it picking up the rock, like, to smash Jerry's head in. Why not just bite him? You know what I mean? Like, what's that instinctive, like, nature of them picking something up? Like, why did they do it? I understand why it did it in Season 1. It was trying to break the glass. But even then, it's like, aren't they just focused on killing people and eating things? Why is it so, like, hell-bent on picking up a rock and using it to smash the window? It also is kind of annoying, too, though, that Frank Darabont was going to, like, utilise, like, the variants or, like, walkers that could climb fences and stuff in the prison arc, but obviously AMC fired him. But still, like, the fact that, you know, he's gone, and one of the reasons he's gone is because he was going to do the variant stuff with the walkers climbing fences and shit, just for them to do it anyway. It's like, you know how interesting, like, the variant shit would have been in All Out War? But like I said, I think if they had them throughout the show, it wouldn't have hit as hard as it did this episode. Like, I'm looking forward to people who haven't seen the trailers to watch this and be like, oh, what the fuck? What does this mean? Like, it's not surprising, it's just cool. You know, if it did a lot more, and let's say it killed someone, I'd be a little bit more happy with this episode. I think the episode was fine. I don't think it was a bad episode. I just think I was expecting a little bit more out of it than what I got. And that's mainly on me, but it's also kind of on the show, because they hyped up this episode in the trailer. You know what I mean? Like, walkers that can climb walls and fences and, like, open doors. And then it just doesn't really hit. I also feel like they might have cut some shots out from this episode, because I remember in the trailer, wasn't there a shot of the walker climbing the fence from the front? You could see its face. Unless that was where it was climbing the ladder. I don't think so, though. I might have to check that, like, that 11C trailer, because maybe it might have been a metal fence. If it was a metal fence, that means it's another variant walker. So I've gone back to the 11C trailer. I'm going to pop it up on screen. This shot, that's a metal fence. Or it could, I mean, it looks like wood at the top with metal underneath, but I don't think we saw that in the episode, right? And I don't think that's the same walker either. Like, it's got a bigger forehead, it feels like, compared to the one that was in this episode. Like, if I go back and check, we didn't see that shot in the episode. So that means we're going to get more variant walkers. Maybe that's Alexandria. That kind of looks like Alexandria's fence. Or maybe Commonwealth? Hey, I'm down for more variant. I mean, that makes sense though, because in the trailer, why is Ezekiel so, like, afraid? They see walkers or Commonwealth soldiers and then say, fall back. Why would they be so scared of the walkers approaching? Like, that much. Like, he's screaming, fall back! Because, I mean, sure, it might be a massive herd, but at the same time, maybe it's variants. How else are the walkers going to get in Commonwealth? Because it seems like that's where they are, right? Unless they're on the road running away from Commonwealth. I don't know, in the trailer. So I assume, like, majority of the characters have been taken, right? Like, they said they took the kids, and I assume Ezekiel's been taken, I assume Princess has been taken. Yumiko hasn't, Daryl hasn't, and Carol hasn't. Which means next episode might be another episode where we don't see a lot of characters. Which is annoying, but I feel like after next episode, like, these are the two, like, calm before the storm episodes where we get to, like, develop the characters a little bit more. Like, even this episode with Aaron talking about Eric, like, that's big. He's not talked about Eric in a long time. So yet again, at the beginning of the episode, we had Judith narrating with flashbacks to all the scenes throughout the season, which definitely backs up the theory or my suspicions about Judith talking to someone, maybe RJ, telling him the stories of all the characters, right, and the journey that he's been on. Maybe not, like, all the stories, because there's no way she'd know what happened, but what they've told her, right, like what some of the characters have told her. Which could also be evidence that certain characters live, right? So, a Dowell episode, which means he survives. Last, episode 17, I don't think it was focused on anyone specifically. I think it was just overall. It focused a lot on Vic in episode 17, so maybe. This episode was Eugene, so I think Eugene's safe, unless they want to change it from the comics, which, I mean, they definitely can now that Sebastian's dead, but still. You know, if next episode is focused on Carol, we know she survived. Well, we don't know she survived, but it's more than likely she will. Maybe a Negan one, like he survived. I feel like it would be a waste to narrate for characters like Negan and Daryl, though, because we know they survive. Like, if Father G gets one, oh, he survives. Or maybe it's just a twist and they die. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I'm also very curious to see if they do a situation where episode 23 is the final episode, like it ends the Commonwealth storyline, and then episode 24, like, just concludes the show and wraps up, like, character stories. Because if they do 24 being end of the Commonwealth storyline and then wrapping up character stories, would that be good enough? Because I feel like that would be rushed. Unless the episode is extended, which I feel like it should be. It's the end of the show, why the fuck not? I also think, like, from what I remember when they were filming the finale, they were filming it for a while. So maybe that means the episode is extended, or that just means they spent a lot of money on this episode and it's a big action-packed episode. I do have a little bit of faith in the writers that they can end the show with a bang. Because so far, I mean, this third half has been fine. Like, this episode may be the weakest out of the last two, but overall, it's been decent. Like, season 11's weird, though, because, like, the Reaper arc really fucked season 11, I feel like. We wasted so much time on that just for it to not matter in the end, because, like, the whole point of the Reaper storyline was to get food, right? But then, as soon as we get the food and we take care of the Reapers, Commonwealth arrives. The only reason they did the Reaper storyline is so they could have the survivors do something in Alexandria. I understand that, like, they did the story of the Reapers, they started doing it in 10C, right? So they probably had, like, the Reaper storyline all mapped out before AMC decided to announce the end of the show. So it was like, well, shit, I mean, we wanted to do more with the Reaper storyline, so now we have to cut it short and not do a lot of things with it. So I wonder if they did change their mind with the characters they killed. Like, were they going to kill more characters with the Reaper storyline, but because of the show ending, they didn't? Because when you think about it, it is really annoying that the last major death for the survivors, for, like, the hero characters, was Sadiq. That was over 2 seasons ago, if you do the maths there. If you do a 16-episode season, right? Like, he died in season 10, episode 7. Season 11, episode 7 would be 1 season. Or 2 seasons, technically, because season 10 got extended, right? I don't know, it'd be like over 2 seasons, at least now, since Sadiq died. And we haven't had, like, a major death since then. Season 11 hasn't had a major death. Leah was recently introduced, like, the Meridian crew was recently introduced. Alden, I guess was the biggest death, but at the same time, he died off screen, so it didn't mean much. Sebastian, while it's a big death for comic readers, he's not a big death for the show. He was only in like 5 to 6 episodes, right? He appeared in that many, but he was around since like season 11, episode 7. So he wasn't around that long. I do find it weird too that at the beginning of the episode, Eugene, like, he lost Max, then confused this woman to be Max, but then that woman said, "You're the one who killed Sebastian." Yet, technically everyone did, because nobody helped him, right? And it's very disconnected to last episode's ending. Because like everyone was watching Sebastian die, like, and it felt like the all the walkers were dealt with. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, everyone's running again? Like, what? Even Davil was running. I guess it's because of the Commonwealth soldiers? I don't know, though. Also, Princess's story was fucked. And she did get an F-bomb, which I wasn't expecting her to get one, honestly. But, hey, the more F-bombs, the merrier. As long as, like, every character gets to use one, fuck it. Give Aaron one, give Gabe one, give Carol one, give... I mean, Davil's already had, like, 2 or 3. This is what I wanted from the show, though. Like, from the beginning, like, some F-bombs, you don't need to go heavy with it. It's just a few. Like, maybe 1 per episode. See, that would have been better. 1 F-bomb per episode instead of, like, 0 or 1 per season. It's so dumb. Just do 1 per episode. And maybe the reason they can do it now is because of AMC+. I don't know. But yeah. I mean, overall, pretty decent episode. Just a little bit underwhelmed with that variant shit. Because, you know, they did hype it up in the trailers, you know. But yeah, that basically wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And I will see you in the next one. Ta-ta! And fair.